terrorists. We're not no gangsters. We revolutionaries. And that's how we
Nigga, Spliff DTV, nigga, hey, in collaborations with you know who, nigga, the big homie, nigga, Bonnie Hunter BJ, hey, aka CEO Nino Cappuccio, nigga. You thought we was gone, nigga. You hating ass niggas thought we was over with. You try to take me out. You try to take BJ out, nigga. You taking down TikToks, nigga. You taking down YouTubes. But hey, nigga, we still gonna be in you niggas' face, bro. We ain't going nowhere, bitch. We ain't going nowhere. Big Cap, what's up, baby?
Yeah. As Arsenio used to say, to my dogs over there in the dog pound section. Hey, man, y'all know what it is, man. Y'all tapped in, y'all tuned in right now, man, to HTX. HTX, I told y'all the new handle, man. HTX, man, Chronicle News, man. Watch Satellite News, man. Hosted by Spliff DTV and R.O.E 2023, man. We in the building, man. It's hot. It's on fire over here right now. Unc is back from his trip, man. I told y'all he was going on the cruise. He's back. We in the building. Hey, listen, man, we here, man. Unc, what it do, man? Where we at with it today, man?
Man, we back on these three nickel poops. That's all I can say. These three idiots, man. Cap, you predicted this, bro. Hey, nigga, you need to have on one of them motherfucking genie hats, nigga, because you a damn predictor. I don't know what the hell. I don't know what you got in your blood, Jack, but check this out, Cap. We talked about it earlier on an earlier EP about the three men that attacked Tekashi 6ix9ine at the Florida gym. So 2 days ago, the Palm Beach County detectives found them and arrested all three. Now, this the kicker right here that we didn't know, Big Cap. So the trio, Rafael Medina Jr., 43 years old, Anthony Madano, 25, and Octavius Medina, so 23. Now, I'm tripping off here. Raphael's the older, Medina. The younger one is Octavius Medina. She's 23. So the older homie brought a relative with him to do this dirt. You know what I'm saying? To put in this work. You know what I'm saying? Which is something that Big Cap preaches against all the time, but the big homies leading the younger homies astray. You know what I'm saying? What you feel about that, Cap, man? Like, he supposed to be the big homie, and he taking a relative of his to put in work, and now got him caught up in some BS.
Hit that mute button, man. Listen, man. I told y'all, TV land, I predicted this shit in our first EP when me and Unc covered this story, and I told y'all about certain things. All right, first and foremost, Unc, see, I explained this to you that if this cat was a Latin king and he had any type of ranking, A1, he's in violation within his own little structure, his organization, because I told you, them dudes ain't out here moving like that on the internet. You don't see no Latin king controversial on the fucking internet. You don't hear nothing about them dudes on this internet. Not to say that they sacred or holier than thou or untouchables, but it's just that as far as the social media, at least from my perspective and my homework, I don't recall seeing multiple videos on a daily structure about Latin kings, especially from they shot callers from their leaders on down to their lieutenants, sergeants of arms, to soldiers. I don't see that. You feel me? You hear about the stories in the past. You hear about them niggas putting in work and smashing on shit back there in NY back in the days and in this prison system, but you don't hear them on this internet. So for that dude to be 43 years old, he's a stupid, ignorant son of a gun. I gotta watch my lingo here because you know they didn't stricken the rules to say the things I really want to say. But man, some motherfuckers is just stupid, man. Purity stupid. 43 years old. You make posters before you parole and get out of jail about you want to go right and be good, but you're ranking such and such person in the Latin King organization structure. That was a violation right there to go back and be a hypocrite on your word and then see this youngster. This nigga's like a kid to you. That's like me seeing this fool in the public. Do you literally think I'm just gonna run up and beat the shit out of 69. I'm not finna do the world's favor. I'm not finna do the world a favor and go to prison or go to jail for stomping that goddamn paid hire informant out right now today. That man is still on payroll, you stupid idiots. You can't touch that boy. Period. You're going to prison. Bottom line, you're going to jail, you idiots. Anybody to fuck with him. That's why he talk his shit, man. He knows this. He knows he's protected. So what we don't see and what you don't hear, I keep telling y'all, is always there. Motherfuckers say, oh, this and that. No, bro. 23 years old, 24. Sound like a recruitment situation to me, big Sound like two stupid youngsters was trying to get on and want to be a part of what he was to me, or one of them or two, if not both of them, they his nephews or a kinfolk or something, but they still ignorant. And for him to be a so-called, see, this is a prime example what I'm talking about, YGs, to all my youths out there. Falling behind these motherfuckers that call themselves big homies is leading you astray, bro, or just leading you into walls like crash dummies. The only good part about this certain situation, about this big homie right here, is his dumb ass was a crash dummy too.
Hold up, Big Cap. I just found out something. Breaking news, bro. Breaking news. It was his son, homie. Nigga, I knew that.
Didn't we just see this in the PMBD situation?
Yes. Unmute yourself, Cap.
How could you take your son, man, and put your son in any harm's way when, again, I keep saying, bro, these are the stages and times in any given time. Fathers are supposed to be protectors, man, of their sons, their daughters, their family, their wife, their spouses, their woman, everything. That's our job, bro. That's our duty to protect. Whether they like it or not, we know what's best. My kids don't like a lot of shit that sometimes that I do, or the way I smash because of, my power and who I am as a father. But I don't give a shit. One day you're going to come back and thank me for it and tell me, Daddy, I truly apologize. I love you for, like my son already told me once before about, the hard love and how he understands the hard love. You know what I'm saying? It's because I don't want you to go down the roads that I went through. You don't got to prove yourself to the world like I did, feel me, once upon a time, because I feel like, and I wasn't proving myself to the world. It was just me being ignorant of proving it to myself that I can be one of the baddest niggas that ever walked this earth. I could be one of them niggas that niggas gonna talk about for the rest of their life, whether I die early or I die at an old age. That was my mentality once upon a time. So I didn't want my sons, neither one of my sons, to think that way or to strive down those paths. Both my boys are totally different. They have my genes, they have my know-how, they have my survival tactics, but they're both separate from me when it comes down to people. Both of them are people persons. I was never a people person. I just grew to become a people person being on this social media and accepting and taking in people who I've never met in my life and cordially build a relationship with them or build a standard respect and honor respect through this social media, bro. I wasn't never that way. I didn't give a fuck about niggas. If it wasn't this bounty hunter shit and my family, I didn't give a fuck, I didn't care. I didn't care about loving nobody or how you felt about me or whether you love me or not. I know one thing, you're going to fear me and you damn sure going to hate me too because I was an ignorant nigga, man. I didn't care, bro. You feel me?
All day, all day. And this coming from a double OG bounty hunter, nigga. This kind of really upsets me, bro, because if somebody came from Big Cap's Bounty Hunter BJ's past and the work that he put in for the red team, Jack, and he has said multiple times that he did not want neither one of his sons to walk down the path that he walked. If anything, he wanted them to be doctors, a lawyer, actors, whatever. You know what I'm saying? It disappoints me in this high-ranking Latin king or to even bring his son to put in work, bro. I think what you feel about Cap, about homies that they can't separate being the gang lifestyle is and being a father?
A1, they not fathers. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Them niggas been doing time all their life, and they boys and grew up on them. They not fathers. And the son wants that relationship with what boy don't want a father-father relationship? Somebody can go kick it with my daddy. You know, I'm at an age where I can go kick it with pops, and we chilling. We go riding go-karts, we ride bikes, we go swimming, we go hunting, we go fishing, we do all kind of shit. When I'm down, I can pick the phone up and call my pops, and my daddy gonna give me that thorough fucking information I need to make me say, damn, you right, daddy. I love you. What little boy or what son don't want that? I tell you, some of them don't want it because they ain't never received it, so they reject it. Even if somebody trying to mentor and give it to them, who's not really their biological father. Then you got a lot of them, they crying out, they really want it. They just don't know how to perceive it. They don't know how to accept it. And then niggas who are not fathers, see, you got to understand two different separations in life. Well, three, it's actually three. You got your sperm donors, baby daddies, which is the BDs, and then you have fathers. I'm so sick and tired of the world taking us fathers, us devoted, dedicated, hard-loving, unconditional fathers, and putting us in the same category with them two stupid-ass sperm donors and BD motherfuckers. That's them categories don't fit us. Them shoes don't fit us. We responsible. We sacrifices. We know what it feel like to go without to make sure your kids got it. We know what it feels like, the same as a strong single mother woman or a woman who's raising her kids to do everything to go without. Real fathers know that feeling too. A real father knows what it feels like to go work, hustle, bust his ass 2 or 3 jobs to provide for his family and his household. Only real men and real fathers know that. So damn it, TV land, y'all need to understand the differential. Start separating that shit. Stop giving these damn sperm donors and BDs flowers come Father's Day. They don't got no goddamn flowers coming, no chocolate candy, none of that shit.
Hey, so I feel you. So Cap, what advice do you have for the homies that's out there that's active right now that have kids? What advice do you have that you can tell them that because we want to know how did you separate it, bro? When you was because at one point, nigga, you was active, but you still had your twins and you still had your other son. But how did you separate it, bro?
Great question. For me, A1, man, it wasn't a hard task to do because I've always had it in my heart that when I do have kids, my whole thing was my mission was I want to be married and I wanted my wife to at least have 5 of my boys. I wanted to spit 5 boys up out of her, at least 5. If it took me in between some girls popping up in between there, but I needed 5 boys about that womb. That was my overall mission by one woman. You know what I mean? I myself took that away from me. That was one of my regretful mistakes in my life that I had someone once upon a time that I could initially set that actual goal and mission for myself. Despite my wildness, despite me still being in the streets, no matter what, I could have still she would have buried them 5 boys for me. But I was wild, bro, and I was a fuck up. And I was young and speed and making plenty of good money, man, as well as banging hard. So when it came to my twins, I knew that I cheated my firstborn, little BJ, in ways that I wasn't gonna do it to my twins. And what I mean by that, my son had everything. Don't get me wrong, materialistically, being taken care of, him and his mother, house roof over his head, uh, not growing up in no crummy, cramped up apartments, none of that shit. I always handled my business. It was just that my quality time as a father wasn't 110% like it was with my twins. I gave like 89% of that shits. Cause the other 7%, I'm gone. I'm out of town. I'm on a mission. I'm somewhere putting, stamping my stamp down, man, and opening up new gates somewhere where in a whole different state. I'm on missions, bro. So it was like I wasn't giving that fatherly love, that fatherly time to him. Not so much as my love, but that time, which meant a lot. And she used to drill that in my head. And Even my sisters, you know, my sisters have the kids, and my sisters, to be talking to my sisters at times, and especially my older sister Dimples, you know, this is how I learned as a parent that it's not so much, it don't take our money, fellas. It ain't our money. It's our fucking presence. It's us being there. Your son, your daughter sick. You at the hospital with them. You ain't with the fucking homies and you know your child's sick in the hospital, but you like, oh shit, the mama got it. They mama, my baby mama, she there. No, nigga, you be there with her. So what? She at the hospital. So all these things it came natural for me because I knew A1 when I was placed in a situation. First and foremost, I was faced with a dilemma where I was forced to take a situation at my babies at 5 years old where I had to raise them on my own by myself from that point. Mind you, I pulled them out the womb, delivered them. Was with the individual for 6 years, 4 or 5 years of their life, and then separation came about. But now my kids is in a situation of endangerment to where I had to raise my babies myself. So and this is all in my book, man, called Father Sacrifice. This is all in my book, you know, based on true events, true story, but the characteristics is just flipped around. But it's basically my lifestyle, my story of me, my kids, and my life experiences and relationships. And so, in which I've only been in 3 relationships in my entire life. Three, 14 years, which is my firstborn, 6 years, you know what I mean? And it's just recently passed, you know what I mean, 12 years. So I don't, you know, I knew that coming out of the streets and having my twins, A1, that was something special to me to have twins, especially if they was 2 boys. But once I found out it's a boy and a girl, I didn't want no daughters, bro. I ain't never in my life. My whole plan was to never have girls. If I have a girl, oh, we shooting that sucker back up in you, girl. Let's go. hey, but no. So, but I got a daughter, man. She my headache, she my heart, she my soul, bro. But I didn't want no girls, man. I promise you. But having a girl, daughters is what puts that instillment as far as that growing stage where, okay, now this is what it feel like to be affectionate toward a child of a daughter. This is what it feel like to have emotions because you got a daughter. Or this is what it feel like you got to break certain shit down because you got a daughter. Same as you have a woman in your life and you love that woman. It's the same for my woman who was in my life. That, you know, all these things come about once you loving someone. So now that takes away that harsh, that hardness that's in us. It's there, but these particular individuals right here, they get the other side of it. And so that was the sides of me I had to end up sharing with my kids. Those were the sides of me that I knew was instilled in me, but I kept it so and bottled up as being Bonnie Hunter BJ to where when I became Nino Cap, the CEO and the devoted father, I start opening up and letting that characteristics come out because I know I needed to in order to prevail and do what I need to do for my mission of being a father of my kids, because I refuse to put my kids in projects. I refuse to put my kids in situations where, okay, they're gonna follow my lead. My daughter and my son gonna bang. I'm gonna teach them how to bang. They're gonna be at the best of the best. These two gonna grow up to be real shot callers. Fuck no, that wouldn't be never be something I would conceive in my mind. I'll beat it out your ass before you think I'm allowed you to go to the streets and be what I was. When I worked hard, hustle hard, bust my ass to keep you in the suburbs, keep you in beautiful homes so that you would not have to go through none of that shit. And then you want to go backwards. So that's just like these rappers and niggas on this media who come out of these homes like that for real, and then they get on here in front like they've been gangsters all their life. And your mama been suffering and your daddy been on beans and rice. Nigga, you ain't went through no shit. So the bottom line about this certain particular case, about the 69 of being a father, A1, that dude was in violation, dog, at 43 years old, doing time in the prison system, paroling and getting out. And then you tell them boys, hold the camera up, come on, take a picture of me. I want to be famous. And you sock it on this kid that's the same age, if not 3 or 4 or 5 years older than your own son. And that other boy had to be your nephew or your cousin or somebody, like I said. So You in purity violation, man, as a man, nigga. And again, to answer your question, that means he hasn't been there and haven't been in that little boy's life like that to that degree, or he would have never done nothing like that because he was trying to prove a point to his son, just like his son was trying to prove something to him to be a part of something because his daddy been gone. He been in prison for years. So they don't even know each other. So instead of you building a relationship with your son, a year being home ain't long enough to just build a relationship of being gone 5 to 10 years and your kid is a teenager now, bro. I'm sorry to bust your bubble. That shit ain't no enough time, not no year. You got to really weed some shit out because A1, you got to become a father now. Me being a father and me coming from that G-Ster world, man, as as a former gangster, man, and coming out of that life as a gang member, man, gang leader, man, and once a soldier, I carry my temperament and my anger is really who I am. It's never been a front for me. It's never been something that I can control to a degree where, all right, that ain't me, period, for right now. That was just who I was, bro, because I was so fucking mad and angry at just life, bro, when I lost my parents and my little brother in between, back to back to back. That shit fucked me up, huh?
Let me
So
ask
for
you something. Let me ask you something, Cap. You speaking on that? What have you done to work on those abandonment issues that you have?
that's crazy you asked me that. Because I was just watching Sodi the other day, right? And actually, he was trying to buzz me in because I want to really come in and give him that comfort that he needed as a slash big homie OG, even though we from two different walks of life. He from the blue side, blue team, I'm from the red team. But at the end of the day, we both from the black team right about now, because that's where we rep. So I want to buzz in with him because when he was doing his live, I felt his pain through my losses, but not of a son. So that shit fucked me up, huh? I mean, it was over here fucking with me. Like, I'm trying to really tap in and get in on this live with my nigga right now. Feel me? And so for me and my coach with it, I still got my days, dog. My days, my nights, my mornings. Uh Shit, I still go through it, man. I really don't. What made me what gave me my comfort about it was being who I became then. That 30 years of active duty that I put in the streets, that 30 years of being banged out, just whoop whoop, so whooped out, bro. Nothing but this Bonnie Hunter, nothing. That was my comfort. That was my therapeutic comfort to me. That was my therapy, bro. At least I thought that then, giving 30 years of my life to that. Flipping it and growing from there and going into the industry for 20 years in my life and taking myself out of the crazy of the streets for the last 20 years of my life and self-retiring, and then having two kids that I actually literally delivered and then end up having to raise by myself, it put me in so many different responsibility stages as a man overall, and not just as a father, to where, bro, it took me out a lot of equations. And I'm so glad and I thank God. And I thank God for it, because if it didn't, God, honestly, I think I still be in the streets, on my ruling tip and just smashing those shit until the white devils came and got me, because that's what was gonna happen. They was gonna finally say, we didn't hit your ass upside the head with 82 years, man. Twice, separate. You knocked us down twice. 40 to life in Angodia, Wyandotte County Detention Center in Kansas City, Kansas. Kidnap, ransom, robbery, assault and battery on the police. You and your motherfucking partner, you knocked us down 40 years to life. Then you turn around and came home, 1997. You gave it back to him again. 40 with the L, man. That was all God's doing, huh? So I had to wake up. I had to snap. I had to, bro, because I knew it was like, oh, this ain't no, because it's just me. I'm smart as hell. I'm book smart. I'm I'm on my shit with this fucking paralegal shit as far as when it comes down to this judicial system. I'm what you call one of them jailhouse lawyers. I gets down. No, all that helped. My power overall was him, man. And it became my change of venue. So with that being said, all that helped me from my separation as being a father and not want my kids in that life. And then it helped me start being able to deal with my losses when it comes to my parents, my little brother. Like I said, I still have my times, my days. Anybody who have close knit family like that, you're gonna go through it for the rest of your life. There is no therapeutic stage for that, man. I'm sorry to tell anyone that, man. You can't just come up with a solution and say, okay, well, damn, I'm over it. I'm over it. I ain't gonna never think about my daddy as great as he was. He's the foremost, closest thing to the best mentor I've had in my life. Not even mention my queen, a mother, a real mother, my little brother. Nah, I ain't gonna think about none of that no more. Shit. That ain't human, man. So yeah, I have my moments still. I go through it, bro. Especially they birthdays, you know, mother days and father days, you know, because those are the most two important days to me that I feel that we deserve anyway, as a father, our birthday and Father's Day. Because by right, statistically, by life, fathers, as great as we are, women can't produce kids without us. We didn't want to shoot that golden shit up in her in order to have them babies. She carry them and conceive them and carry them in the womb and develop them in the stomach. See, that's why it's a team thing. See, that's where, and really in actuality, even though I'm going to say this, but there's really no comparison. Because when Allah made these two, he made everything the way he made it purposely, the way he made it. He didn't make it for no two men to come together and join and have babies. He didn't make it for two women to come join together and have babies. He made man and one man, TV land. That's one man. That's WOMAN. One man. So with that, there is really no comparison, but we are the stronger, dominant species when it comes to the human being as far as woman and man, because we are the producers. Without it, there is no productions. Period. So that's why I don't understand why dudes can't be strong fathers with or without. You know, it ain't about your money. It's about your time, your stability, your teaching, your guidance to make sure you tell your son or your daughter so they don't make your mistakes, so they don't end up broke or end up illiterate or can't read, can't write, can't spell, dropped out of school in the 7th grade because they've been in jail all their life. So that's where your father teaching kicks in at, man. That's where you should be at your best. So on that note, man, listen, man, you've been struck by lightning bolt, man. You've been stuck upside the
Hold up, nigga. I want to end it, nigga. I wanted to end it, nigga. Hey,
I'm
man.
not, I'm not
Hey,
ending nothing. I'm ending.
hey, you've
I
been
think I'm
struck by
reminded.
lightning. Hey, you've been struck by lightning, man. This is what you don't get from these other channels, Jack. Rules of engagement. Bunny Hunter BJ YouTube channel. Nigga, subscribe, nigga. Hit the subscribe button, nigga. If y'all want this soul therapy, hey, let's keep it all the way gangster, bro. You can say, you can tell all, you can talk about the rivalries that you had in the past. You can talk about your enemies. You can talk all the war stories, everything, bro. But there's only so many few that can tell soul therapy stories, bro. And that can really, you can listen to it and take something from it and apply it to your life. And that's what you get with Bunny Hunter BJ, homie. That's what you get.
I appreciate that, Unc, man. Hey, and before we clashed this out, like we said, man. The whole purpose of today's respondent, we was coming on talking about these three individuals who decided to be ignorant idiots for the public and call themselves going to do a certain mission. And remember we talked. What about that 150 that was supposed to be tossed up in the air that they were supposed to be paid? We need to do our due diligence and find out about that, man.
Well, we gonna do our due diligence on it, but
That
I
don't make
think
no
we,
sense.
hey TV Land, we gonna hit y'all with something else because I want BJ to respond on this one too because I actually feel like the Lag Kings really come. They're probably gonna be kind of upset. Cap
Hey,
said this.
hey,
That
listen, ain't no probably to it, man. If He's a ranking officer. You feel me? And there's some politics that's gonna be, came about amongst that little circle. I'm trust and believe. I'm sure because you know that's not something that like I said, is normally on the internet that we see or we've even heard of, unless it's going to pop up. Unless we're gonna see a few more Latin kings just pop up out of nowhere and be on the internet, just high-ranking people. I don't know. Who knows? The internet is preventing all kind of shit, man. You feel me? But the bottom line is this, TV land, to all you guys out there, as much as you hate it, as well as myself, and you really stand for something when it comes down to this telling on people and getting all in other people's business is not your business. I'm not talking about some little baby getting the head knocked off and dying and you actually witnessing it and you're a citizen and you're a civilian. I'm talking about niggas in the streets that's in these streets that's abiding by rules. If you decide to go after this dude, as well as any of these dudes that's on that level like that, just prepare yourself for the consequences of going to jail. 9 times out of 10, you ain't getting no bail. I'm telling you that right now, because you're tampering with a witness and you fucking with not a confidential, but you fucking with a higher paid federal informant that the world knows this of, and you know he's an informant. You think he was just an informant on that past tense case, but you ain't understanding. This man is still connected with us. He still owes us favors, and we ready to cash in whenever we choose to. See, TV land ain't thinking about these type of things, man. If you was real street niggas, you'll be smart enough to know this and think on them levels too, and move a certain kind of way if you decide you want to go get them brownie points. I'm not gonna tell you. See, I'm not gonna sit here and tell you how to do it or what to do. I'm just giving you my advice as a G, straight up. Feel me? On that note, man. What else is it, man? What it do? What's up? What's up? Talk to me.
Man, take us home, nigga. Take us home.
Man, listen, man. If you don't know, man, you ain't already know, man. I'm gonna tell you again, man. HTX, man, Chronicle News, man. Watch Satellite News, man. Hosted by, you already know, man, the dynamic dude, man. Feel me? Split DTV, man. R.O.E, man. Rules of engagement, man. Go push that like, share, subscribe button, man. Come on, man. Let's get them numbers on up some more, man. I need them numbers up, man. I'm putting work in out here, man. I'm putting work in. I'm putting so much work in, and I'm building up so many other channels. It's time for me to come home, man, and build up R.O.E, man. You feel me? I'm at like what, 4K damn near, man. I need them numbers up, man. I need them numbers up. If you're just fucking with me and you really support